Hey, what's up? Dillio coming to you live again, and in this video we're going to talk about the latest software update that Akai has released into the world. The software update that I'm talking about is MPC Live Software 2.3. This also applies to the Mac and to the Windows platform, and also dedicated to the hardware standalone modes as well. So this is a firmware update, and I'm pretty excited about the features. So in this video I'm not making any beats, but I'm just going to talk about the features and why I like them and why I'm excited about them. So the first thing I want to talk about in this video is the Autosampler. Now the Autosampler is a feature to where you can hook up a hardware analog synthesizer like you see right there and MIDI that into the MPC, and then take the audio output of that hardware synthesizer or keyboard, whatever you want, and auto sample musical key groups to the hardware itself. Now this is a great feature because now you get to have an automated system in place so that if you like the sound of your Moog, or if you like the sound of your Model D, or you like the sound of your motif for the Chord Triton or Oasis, whatever you have, now you get to sample that and take that with you in the box and take it with you on the go. So this is really great if I want to sample my motif and I like that piano on there or the Rhodes or strings on there. I can now sample that automatically, and the cool thing is that it'll automatically assign a note. So if you just want a few key groups or you want to sample every separate note, you can do that. And also on top of that, they get real finite with it because you can now sample velocities as well automatically. So it'll hit one note at 10% velocity to 64 velocity to 75, 100, whatever you define, which is also great. And the cool thing is that this is a pretty deep function right here because you got automatic crossfading that you can add in there. You can make them one shot so they play the sample all the way through, whatever you want. And then once you got that instrument sampled, or that key group sampled into your MPC, now you can basically tweak it and make it sound what you want, save the presets, and create your own library and stuff like that. So that's really exciting. And what I plan to do is to make a bunch of sounds and key groups for people and put them on DillioT2K.com if you want some sounds, in case you don't want to buy a big expensive analog synthesizer. You can get my library and you're good to go. But I'm not going to plug too much of that because I just got started on that now that I know that that feature is there. Another thing I want to talk about is the software plugins that are now hardware based. This is really cool because now you get to do a little bit of sound design, and they got 3 different plugins and stuff like that. One's called Tube Synth. I forget what the other names are, but the other one's kind of like a model electric piano, which is kind of cool. And then another one they have kind of like a polysynth. From what I've worked with, they're kind of okay. They're good. I'm not going to say that they're bad. They're definitely great utilities that you can use for your music production. And the fact that these are plugins that are running off of hardware that bypasses the DAW audio interface, dealing with RAM and processing chain that you normally do it in music production today. Now you're playing sounds from a dedicated piece of hardware, so, which is great. The only thing is that the sound fidelity and the sound design is kind of lacking for me, and I guess I'm spoiled because I come from a background of working with analog synthesizers and all kinds of VST plugins with a lot more features and stuff like that. So I guess I'm a little bit spoiled in that aspect, but the fact that their sounds are in there and the presets sound pretty cool. I don't like that the polysynth is only 4 voices. It kind of brings me back to my 4-voice Manilog if I want to play with 4 voices, which is kind of cool because I actually did a sample of my Manilog into the keyboard and make some great sounds, or into the MPC with some great sounds, and it sounded really good. And but the fact that they got some plugins that you can run hardware inside the dedicated hardware, which is really cool. However, watch out because that doesn't mean you can open up 20 instances of it. There are limitations to the hardware, but you know, there's a little bit of give and take. It's like, what can you do? You know, I mean, of course, we all would like to just take our massive VST plugin libraries and just throw them in a box and take them wherever we go without having to deal with a laptop or to deal with a computer and all that stuff. But hey, it is what it is. I hate that saying. Don't quote me on that. But the fact of the matter is that it's a great feature that I like. I think it's cool. I hope they come out with more musical plugins that are more advanced, that sound better. They're good. They're just not great, in my opinion. But it's a step in the right direction. Also, they've added note repeat into well, obviously the MPC has note repeat. What I'm talking about is the arpeggiators. So now you get to hold notes down or hold certain pads, and now you get to arpeggiate. And there's all kinds of patterns that you can use with the arpeggiator. You got multiple octaves. You can go up, down, or as played in reverse. So there's a lot of, and there's also variations to each arpeggiator. So I think that's a really great function to add more melody and stuff like that. So just imagine you're taking a synthesizer like that, sampling it into a key group, into the MPC as a hardware. So they got this great sounding patch that's in your MPC hardware. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and put an arpeggiator on it and synchronize it perfectly in time with the sequence. this is a game changer. This is a lot of fun, you know, and this is an update that I can actually get excited about because everything that they're talking about that they brought in can go inside of the box, and I can take that box and I can go wherever I want and have all these features and make beats in the park or make beats in the backseat of the car while going on a drive or all that kind of stuff, or just take it on work and work on it during lunch break, make tracks. So I'm really excited about this feature. Voice your opinions in the comments below. What kind of features would you like to see Akai put out on their platform, and what other features would you like to see other manufacturers do with that platform that they still haven't quite cranked out yet? I think you know who I'm talking about. So with that being said, I want to thank you guys. And also one thing, because a lot of people ask me this, if you see me on one platform, it doesn't mean I've quit using the other platform, okay? I like to keep a rotation. Sometimes I'm in the FL Studio mood, sometimes I'm in an MPC mood, sometimes I'm in an MPC mood or a machine mood, and sometimes I'm not in the mood to make music at all. Can you believe that? But that's the truth. So I just want to put that out there because every time someone sees me on a different platform that I've worked on from previously, they automatically assume that I hate and I don't use the platform anymore. Or even the FL Studio mood, can't forget that. So my mood changes and stuff like that. I like to rotate. I like to, because each one makes you create differently, it makes you think differently. So in this scenario with the MPC Live, now I want to sample more hardware. I want to get more hardware and just sample it and see what I can do to mangle it, because the platform makes it very easy to do so. Whereas on the computer, I guess if you want to make your own musical instruments, and that's another thing, and I'll get back to it, but on the computer, if I want to make my own instruments, I got to hook up the keyboard to the audio interface, and I got to make sure the MIDI is good, and then I got to make sure the software is talking good, and I got to make sure the latency is right. And so there's all these steps you got to deal with when you're working with hardware and you're trying to sample it versus dealing with all hardware. You just plug it in, it just works, you just go. And now back to the other point. The other point I wanted to make is that the VST plugins that you use inside of the MPC software on a computer can now be auto-sampled as well. So that means you can auto-sample your Rolling Cloud sounds, you can auto-sample your instrument sounds, you can auto-sample Atmosphere, you can auto-sample that strange obscure plugin that you like from 1996 and bring it in and have it there. Well, that's actually kind of a cool idea. So there's all kinds of things you can do now with that, which is really fun. I'm really excited about. So with that, I hope you guys liked the video. Please leave your voice or leave your comments in the comment section below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. What features would you like to see on here, and what other videos would you like to see? All right, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and also check out DillioT2K.com. I got a lot of great products on there, and I also have an album online, Magic Box. I'd love for you to add it to your playlist and check out some of the music that I make myself that I would love for you to enjoy. All right, so with that being said, I'm out of here. Peace. Hey, what's up? Before you go, make sure you hit up DillioT2K.com and check out Khemikals, my preset library for Massive. There's over 100 sounds that I got on there, and also a second library of sounds right there that you can use for trap, pop music, EDM, trap soul, funk, old school R&B. All of that's on there. Make sure you check it out, and also add my album to your playlist, your Spotify playlist, whatever playlist you got. Magic Box by Dillio. Check that out. All the links are in the description below. I'll see you guys later. Peace.